All right, so we have a Jets-Steelers trade as the Steelers, have been reportedly trying to get every wide receiver on the market and striking out left and right. They do get a receiver here. Mike Williams goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Williams, of course, at his best, a really good outside wide receiver. Maybe not a number one, but like a really quality number two. A guy who can win one-on-one matchups on the outside with the Chargers. Ultimately, the Chargers decide to move on. They don't want to spend the money on him because he kept getting injured. Here, he's been healthy with the Jets, but they just, and I think he was working through an injury as well, but he just hasn't really gotten on the same page with Aaron Rodgers is really kind of what it came down to. It feels like every time the ball was, thrown to Williams, he's looking over his left shoulder and the throw goes to his right shoulder, right? They were struggling to work it out in the offense. I did listen to Adam Schefter posted Rodgers reacting to the trade in real time. Rodgers had nothing but nice things to say about Mike Williams, which makes sense, right? But just figured I should mention that it just didn't work out. There's no bad blood or anything. But you have a situation with the Steelers. They're going to give up a 5th-round pick to get him. That's what the Jets get back. And really, it's a money thing. The Jets are not paying any more money than they've already paid to him, which I'm trying to figure out I don't know exactly how much they have paid for him. Maybe that'll come out at some point because the signing bonus wasn't huge. So I don't know exactly. It was a 1-year, $10 million deal. I don't know how much of that has already been paid, but the rest is getting paid by the Steelers. So there's that. And I think for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's a interesting move. This is definitely a bit of a risk-reward move, but you're only risking a 5th. And if you can get a number one wide receiver for a 5th, that's a pretty good move, right? I think that, because again, you're not paying the full salary, that has to be mentioned. And I think that even at the Steelers' best, they still have felt a bit too George Pickens dependent in the passing game. You get some stuff with Freiermuth, but he's a tight end. There is only so much he can do. Darnell Washington's also played very well, but he's also a tight end. Some of these throws is Calvin Austin, who can definitely do some nice things. Van Jefferson has shown flashes, and again, Pickens is really good. But I think they could really use a number 2 guy who can win on the outside. This is an attempt to do that. So from the Steelers' perspective, I think the one thing you would look at is we saw some of these other trades. Would you have rather gone after an Amari Cooper? Perhaps, maybe. Again, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know. Did they get called about the Amari Cooper thing? Did Amari Cooper say, "Hey, I want to go to Buffalo," and they said, "Okay, we'll work it out there," right? Like sometimes those things happen. But in a vacuum, I don't hate this move at all. You could say, "Is that the guy you want?" And we can have a discussion. But he's certainly a guy you want, right? He's certainly a valuable piece for most teams, just wasn't for the Jets. And, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking through it. Kyle on the podcast keeps bringing up, it makes sense that this, doesn't work out because Mike Williams and Aaron Rodgers just aren't a great fit. Aaron Rodgers loves separation. He does not like to throw contested catches. Mike Williams is the contested catch guy. You know who loves throwing contested catches? Russell Wilson. And we've seen how well it's worked out with Freiermuth and with Pickens. Why not just acquire all the contested catch guys? Because it's a good fit. It's honestly a great fit. So yeah, I like the move from the now that I'm thinking through it. Like, you could argue, like, again, the Amari Cooper thing, whatever, but like, it's a really good fit, and I think that's kind of why I'm kind of talking myself getting more excited for a move that I already liked for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, I'm a fan. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.